point about them not, they can teach you this because they have to teach you that you're above all people, right? So now what do they teach you now? What have they taught us? They taught you something. They taught you how to be at the bottom, at the footstool, right? How do we know that? Because of the way that our women dress these days, the way that our men act with our women these days, and then it happens. It's a learned behavior. You had to learn from somewhere. Where did you learn it from? The same people that taught you that you wasn't the Israelites. The same thing. You got to remember. Go to Judith chapter 5 and verse 20 right quick. I want to show you something about how the oppressors think. Watch this. Read that. Judith chapter 5 and verse 20. Watch this. So if I can't teach you that you're the Israelites, what am I going to teach you? Come on, read that.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20.
Come on.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God.
Watch, so these are two heathens, two un-Israelited people that are speaking. So you listening? These are two un-Israelited people that's yeah, it's on the flyer. But watch this. These are two un-Israelited people that's talking. Because remember, they're not teaching us that we're Israel. So I'm going to show you what they pump into our communities to get the result out of our people what they have it now. Because what is the results that we have it now? Black on black crime. We have single parent households. We have drug dealing.
Bring it out.
All of these things reside in our communities, and it's because we're not being taught the right things. So let me show you what they pump into our brains to get the result that they have in us right now. Come on.
If there be any error in this people,
If there be any error, what's the error?
and they sin against their God.
The error is sin. They're teaching us to err against our God by what? Teaching us sin. Teaching us what we shouldn't be doing. Come on.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Wait, what's our ruin? Jump up just one line. What's our ruin?
They sin against their God.
Our ruin is that we sin against our God. They understand if they can teach you for sin to be your first nature, that this is going to be your ruin, and God is going to allow it to destroy us. But watch this. Watch the flip side.
And let us go up,
And let us go up against this people.
and we shall overcome them.
That we're going to be able to overcome them after we teach them sin. Read on. But is the flip side. But is the flip side. Come on.
If there be no iniquity in their nation,
If there be no sin in our people, come on,
let my Lord now pass by,
leave those people alone. Why?
lest their Lord defend them.
Lest their Lord defend them. Are we being defended right now as a people? Is anybody defending us? No. Why? Because we live in sin.
That's right.
We live in the way that they want us to live, which keep their foots on our necks.
Bring it out.
We're living against our God. And once we come back and live according to our God, jump up to verse 17. Watch this. Read that.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17.
Come on.
And which they sin not before their God.
When we sin not before our God,
They prospered.
we prosper, meaning we had somebody looking over us, watching us. Men that God made after his mind, that was teaching us how to move correctly to keep people away, to keep danger away. Do we have, is the men in these churches teaching us the danger to come to keep, teaching us the dangers to come in the world? No. Are they giving you warning that, hey, sis, if you do this, this is going to happen. If you do that, this is going to happen? No. And why? Why? Because we've all been taught in the error of the slave. We've all been taught in the way of the slave master.
That's right. Bring it out.
We've all been taught in that way. So now it's our job as men, because that's why you see men out here. We the leaders. It's our job as men to set our people in order.
That's right.
Nobody else go. They're comfortable with you being a baby mama. They're comfortable with it. They're comfortable with little Ray growing up, toting pistols and selling drugs in the community. They're comfortable with it. But we got to stand up and be like, man, I'm not comfortable with that. And if you're not comfortable with it, guess what your mind got to do? Your mind has to change. You get what I'm saying? Your mind has to change if you're not comfortable with it. For example, how you doing, sir? All right. So what we're doing is we teaching our people how to come together, and not just come together, but stick together and do the right things according to the Most High God. Because at the end of the day, we've been taught tragically, and the stuff that we've been taught about the Bible in the world is contrary to what the Bible actually says. Right? That's what we're going into. So at the end of the day, go to, remember, it says when we prospered against our God, right? We prosper. What is it? What does that mean? What does that look like to follow after God? What does that look like, brother? How do we follow God? By doing what? Not sinning. That's a good answer. What you got, sis? You said you love God, so I got to understand how do we follow God? A lover of God will know how to follow Him. By obeying God, that's the number one answer. You said the right thing, but what he said is the right answer. By obeying God, right? Give me John chapter 14 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
John 14, 15, touching your love. Because the love that we say that we have for God, there's a requirement for it. Read it.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15.
Come on.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Meaning, if you love me, Christ said, if you love me, then just do what I told you to do.
Bring it out.
Correct?
Yeah.
Correct? He said, if you love me, just do what I told you to do. Now watch this. I want to get this misconception. I want to shoot this down before it even come out. Did Christ and Moses teach different things, bro? Did Christ and Moses speak different? Huh? No, they didn't. So, everything that Moses said, do you think Christ had anything contrary to say against it? No, right? So let's go get that. Give me that in Deuteronomy, give me that in Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. Because we know that obeying, trusting in and loving in God is to do what, bro? Obey. You said it. Let's go. Come on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5.
Read.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So God is commanding, he says, they shall. He's commanding us men to have hair on our head. Come on.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
What that mean, bro? Neither shall we shave off the corners of our beard. What that mean? Read it again.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head,
Come on.
neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither shall grown-ass men shave off their beards. Now that's a commandment, right? Because it says shall not. Now if we believed in God, shouldn't we obey that? We should, right? And if you don't obey it, what is it called? It's called sin.
That's right. Get out.
Good vibes in the area. Well, man a fighter from the start. I mean no carry grudge in the heart. Hatred make you turn from your people. Wise up, I feel be smart. DJ, turn up the lights from the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in the heart. We no carry grudge in the heart. Everybody feel right. Good vibes in the place.
Out.
What is the wages of that sin? Now, the wages of sin is what? Death. Now you gotta ask yourself this, bro. Is me shaving off my beard worth death? Not the death that's promised to all flesh, but the second death. You know what the second death is, right? The second death. So is you shaving your beard worth you dying the second time? No. So, in order to say that you love God, you have to obey that commandment. You know what I'm saying? You got to start growing your beard out, brother. That's thus saith the Lord, not me.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Now, these are the things that we're missing in our community to bring power back there. These little things. Because if we can't get the little things right, how can we get the big things right?
Bring it out.
How? If we can't do something as simple as growing a beard, how can we rally together our people in the right mindset? If my sister, read this for the sisters, come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So it's telling me. It says me. I shall not. My name is Shem, by the way, if y'all didn't know. I shall not put on what pertains to you, my sister, or you. What is God telling me not to put on? Easy money.
Bring it out.
Easy money. He's telling me that Shem shall not wear a dress. Read, go back up to the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So if it's telling me not to wear a dress, what is it telling you not to wear? Pants, men's clothes. That's it. That's it. And if we do those things, again, these are small things. If we can't learn to dress according to how the Most High tells us to dress, how can we get rid of drug addiction in our neighborhood?
Bring it out.
We ain't going to be able to because you're struggling with something small.
Bring it out.
People say, well, it's a whole bunch of big stuff that's going on in our neighborhoods in the country, and you worried about a pair of pants? Yes, because you have to get rid of the small things before you can get rid of the large ones.
That's right.
You have to. If you can't get rid of the small things, give me that where Christ said, if you can't handle one of the little things, how can I give you more? Much. Who know where that is? Find it for me. But while they're looking for it, let them look for it. While they're looking for it, go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Because if you can't take care of the little things, how can we take care of the big things? How can we get rid of, how can we sit a man down, teach him to be a man, and marry the woman that he's dealing with if the woman won't come out of pants? If you won't hide what's only meant for his eyes and you let everybody see it, you think that man gonna want to marry you? That's my butt, and you showing my butt to Charles over there. Not you, but Charles over there. Them my breasts, and you showing them the Pookie and Ray Ray. You think I'm gonna want to marry you?
Teach.
Hell no. But we gotta get, marriage is a big thing. It's a weighty matter. But if we can't get our men and women in line and in order with what the Bible say, then we can never get there. And that's why we have single parent households. This is why we have, all right, brother, huh?
Luke 16 and 10.
Give me that Luke 16. This is why we have young men growing up gangbangers. Because we don't know how to be men. Read what you got. Luke 16 and 10. Watch this.
The book of Luke.
Where Micah go? Why did
Chapter 16, verse 10.
Come on.
He that is faithful in that which is least.
He that is faithful in least, meaning you doing what you're supposed to and being faithful in the small things,
is faithful also in much.
If you faithful in least, you're going to be able to take care of the heavier stuff that's going on in the community. You're going to be able to take on the heavier stuff that the Most High gave us to take care of. So you can't take care of drug addiction if our men is wearing dresses and our women is wearing pants, if the roles is reversed.
Right.
If the women is the head of the community, then we took like 100 years, we stepped 100 years backwards. Because show me in any civilization, any time in history, where the woman was the leader. Nowhere. But right now, presently, in the black community, in the so-called black community, who's running things? The women are. And that's why things are confused. Right. That's why everything is confused.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 23.
Watch this, sister.
33. For God is not the author of confusion.
It says God is not the author of confusion. Come on.
But of peace.
But he's the author of peace. So guess what? Why did I go here? Now go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. This is why I'm going here, because our communities is out of whack. You got the woman, you got the children, you got the man, you got the woman, the children, the house dog, and then the man. Right. What the hell is going on here? God said that's confusion. Why? Because he made it to be this way. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Come on.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. So he's giving us order. Who's my head? Christ. So who do I get my orders from? Christ. Christ said for a man not to wear a dress. You see me in a dress? That's because I listen to Christ. Christ said a man should not cut his hair off. Is my hair cut? Do I have the Charles Barkley? Do I have the Michael Jordan? No. Why? Because I'm listening to my head. My head said, bro, you better grow your damn beard out. Don't you see a beard on my face? That's because I'm following the order of my leader. My leader is Christ. Come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the who?
The man.
No, the head of the man is the woman.
The man.
See that? The head of the woman is the man. So when you get women leading communities and leading churches, that's where confusion come in. And where confusion is, every evil work. That's what the Bible says. try to get our men back in order so we can get our women back in order. And if we get the men and the women back in order, guess who in order by default?
He say he's spiritual.
Children. The children is in order by default because now we have the man in the household taking care of his family. Actually, a husband in the house and not a boyfriend or a baby daddy. Because a baby daddy can just up and leave anytime he wants. A boyfriend can just up and leave anytime he wants. A married man and God is going to stay there and take care of his family. Why? Because our head commands that thing.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And